Good morning. My name is Sadie. Welcome to my channel, YinReikiLight. And I actually wasn't going to do this video today. I'm going to do a Venus day reading for divine counterparts in separation. But first, I'm going to do a channeled message that I received from my spirit guides about divine counterparts and about, and it's specifically for us divine feminines. So like I said, I wasn't going to do this reading today. I've just been kind of in a space of just not really wanting to focus on my twin, trying to restructure and reorient my life and make some changes. And I pulled this morning, as I've been cleaning and going through a lot of my stuff, I pulled a card from a deck that I haven't used in a while. It's an oracle card deck called The Secret Language of Light, and it's by Denise Jarvie. And the card I pulled was Divine Masculine. And the thing about that deck is that Divine Masculine card, the message is actually about you coming in to a place of empowerment within yourself to really step into your own divine masculine, your own masculine power, to be your own champion, to look at your life and sort of reevaluate what's working and what doesn't, and take action in the direction of your dreams. And then I got this really big channeled message from my guide, so I'm gonna just kind of give an overview of what that was. And basically what they were saying to me was that I know there's this common, and I'm gonna put this there, some of this may trigger you, and again, it's not triggering from a place of attacking or being, judgmental. It's meant to get you to see things from a different perspective. Okay, so the number one thing they said to me was stop looking outside of yourself. Stop looking at other people. Do not, there's this misconception, especially in the twin flame community, where your twin is your greatest mirror. That is not true. Yourself is your greatest mirror. And if you look at yourself, it's like that Michael Jackson song, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. You have to look within. You cannot look at your twin, what they're doing, at anybody else in your life, what they're doing. It's really, this spiritual journey is actually about you. It's not about union. It's not about, saving the world. It's about you coming into union and balance and harmony within yourself, and you balancing not just your masculine and feminine qualities, but also your light and dark, your shadow and your spirit. It's coming into union with all of those things. And so look at yourself as a mirror. Look at your life. Take the time right now, especially because that's what all these different retrogrades are about. Taking the time to review and reevaluate what works and what doesn't, and to take the action to move yourself in the direction of the things that will work better for you, and to make changes in the direction of your life so that you're not sitting around waiting for anybody to rescue you, to save you, to free you. It's like the more that you are in that space where you're not in your own power. Again, this message is specifically mostly for divine feminines. If you're not in your own power, you're not gonna reach, it's too far of an energetic gap for union to happen. What they said to me is union is possible for anybody who wants it, but you have to really, number one, believe that it's gonna happen, because that's been my issue, is not just so much believing in union, but just believing in good, just because I've had so many challenges, adversities, and hardships in my life that it's hard for me. I'm always waiting for like the other shoe to drop. I'm always prepared for the worst. And they're like, you have to stop that. But you have to believe. If you don't believe that union's going to happen, it's not going to happen. It's like if you want $1 million and you're working hard towards it and you're building a business, but in your mind and in your heart, you believe you're always going to be broke, and you believe that you're a failure, and you believe that nothing good is going to come. It's not going to come. Self-fulfilling prophecy. So for those of you who truly, truly want union with your twin, you have to believe it. You have to believe it's coming. You have to release the timing of it. It could come 10 years from now, and you have to be okay with that. If that's the path and that's the journey that your soul's decided to take, you have to trust it. You have to trust it. The second thing that is really, really important, and again, this is kind of like big tough love, but you have to really stand in your own power. It's not about anything other than you being authentic in your life, in all areas of your life. You, especially for Divine Feminine, setting healthy boundaries for yourself and with others, learning to say no, learning to stop doing the things that don't serve you, learning to stop disrespecting yourself, learning to stop, giving yourself negative self-talk, and letting go of insecurities. You're God incarnate. You are God, an aspect of God, an aspect of the divine, living a human experience. There is nothing that you cannot achieve. There is nothing that you cannot have. There is nothing that you cannot do. Your power is unlimited, but you have to believe in yourself and empower yourself. So a lot of us need more solar plexus chakra work, because we have to empower ourselves. You're not going to get to a state of, the highest spiritual love possible in this incarnation if you don't feel worthy of it, if you are still in victimhood, if you are still like waiting for someone to save you and waiting for someone to come in and protect you. Like, no, your divinity, your light protects you. Your divinity, your light will save you, but you have to believe that, and you have to believe in yourself. So the other thing that came through strongly is it's time to let go of the past completely. And they gave me this song, Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten. I'm just going to read some of the lyrics and kind of give the message that they gave me from that. So it starts off, I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined, I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Not your twin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else. Can you speak the words in your lips? Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. So they're saying to really let go of the past because this is a new chapter. This is a new cycle. The book is unwritten. You're a conscious creator, so you're creating your future with every thought, feeling, and every action that you take in your life right now in this moment. So you have to learn to be in your power at all times and be more deliberate in the creations that you're creating. Again, law of attraction is hugely at play in this 3D paradigm that we live in. As you believe, so shall you receive. If you believe you're always going to be broke, you're never going to reach $1 million. If you believe that your twin and you are not going to come into union, and that all these obstacles and all these karmics and all this other crap is always going to get in the way, you're never going to come into union. You really have to start believing in yourself and believing in the path that has been ordained for you, the path that your soul chose before you incarnated. It knows the way. And the more that you can listen to your heart, the more that you can open the heart, and the more that you can stand in your power and just really let go of the past. That's been my biggest thing is I have so much past conditioning and so much past baggage and trauma that I'm working to heal. But that's been my biggest block, and the biggest lesson for me to learn is just that, like, the past doesn't exist anymore. It's done. And my future is not defined by what happened in the past, regardless of anything that's happened. Today is a new moment, and, you know, I am free from the past as long as I believe that I'm free from the past and I can move forward. So the main message for Divine Feminines is just, this is a time to stand in your power. This is a time to stop playing the victim, stop feeling like you're worthless, you're unworthy, stop, you know, letting everybody walk all over you. Start speaking up for yourself, start being more authentic, and start really loving and valuing yourself and making the changes to live your best life now, regardless of your twin or not. And that's the energy that's going to attract them in. You know, it's the more that you're in your victimhood, the more that you're in your lower consciousness, the more that you're in the lower state of frequency, all you're doing is repelling their energy. But the more that you can lift yourself up, and, you know, that energy is so attractive. It's so sexy. When you're happy, when you feel great, it's like everybody knows it. Everybody can feel it, whether they're consciously awake or aware of it or not. They can feel that, like, something's different about you. And so really that's kind of the message that wanted to come through. I know it was a little harsh. You know, again, stop looking outside of yourself. Even your divine counterpart, yes, they're your other self, but you are your main self, and you have to look within to see what needs to be changed and how you can empower yourself. Because if you're always looking outside, you're never ever going to understand what it is that your soul is trying to tell you and wanting to bring you into awareness of. Okay, so with that, I am using the Morgan Greer cards today for the Venus Day love reading for all of those who are in separation currently. Source Creator, Higher Self, Holy Spirit, Lady Venus, connect with you now as I open my heart and soul to true guidance and all the messages that you want me to share and want us all to know about our twin flame journey and our divine counterparts at this time. Thank you. All right. I'm going to shuffle a little bit. And then I will pull 6 cards and do the reading. All right. All right, so the first card, and so yeah, I'll explain again. First card is the overall theme. Second card is your divine counterpart's energy. Third card is your current energy. Fourth card is like the external influences or factors card. The fifth card is the advice or action card. And the sixth card is the potential outcome. The energy is interchangeable though. So, you know, if the second card more resonates with your energy, take it as it comes. It doesn't matter. But the first card that flipped over and flew out was the Queen of Swords. And it was just what I was talking about. Time to be assertive. You're a queen. Time to stand in your power. What I love about this Queen of Swords in this deck is like, she's got this big rose on her heart. So she has an open heart, but she also has a sword in her hand. So she's not afraid to, you know, cut out what no longer serves her. She's not afraid to stand in her power. She's not afraid to speak her truth. She wears her heart openly, but she also knows how to protect and defend herself if needed. And so this is kind of where a lot of us divine feminines need to be right now. If we're not in this space, this is where we need to be right now for our own empowerment. Okay. So your partner's energy is the 10 of Cups. What I'm getting from this is that they're going through actually a really happy, successful time. They could have a lot of, you know, it could be like birthdays, family celebrations, family reunions. They may have had something good happen for them recently. They're feeling successful. They're feeling in a good space. They're kind of on cloud nine. This could be related to someone else that they're involved with right now. But it also just in general is related to, you know, things going well for them in their life. So they're in a really good space. The divine feminine's energy, or your energy, is the Knight of Pentacles. So for what I'm getting is a lot of you are slowly building something, whether it's a business, a new way of life. You're building something in your life. You're wanting to bring in more stability, more abundance, more prosperity. Some of you may have recently gotten some more money in unexpectedly or through some of the like creative pursuits or side businesses that you're doing. Also, some of you may have received some wonderful opportunities. This energy is slow moving with the Knight of Pentacles, but it's steady and stable. So keep your eyes on the prize, stay focused on what you're trying to build for yourself, and just, you know, be grateful. Be grateful for all the good that's coming through. Be grateful for things, you know, moving forward, even if they're moving slowly, because the more that you continue to build on yourself, the more that you'll kind of come into the energy that your divine counterpart is feeling right now, okay? So the fourth card is the Emperor. External influences. It's about leadership. Some of you might have to be taking more responsibility. Just in life in general, you might have more responsibility and tasks that you are sort of having to be accountable for at this time. Also, the Emperor is representative of the father. So some of you may be having some things going on with your father. Like my father is having a health issue right now. So that could be something that comes up for some of you. But again, this is again another divine masculine energy. And with the Emperor in the external influences and factors position, just, you know, I would say reach out to your father, make sure you're helping them out, make sure you're supporting them if they need support right now. Because there is a lot of masculine energy that is coming into balance. Some of you may be reconciling with a father or a father figure. Some of you may be having a father like move in with you. Some of you might have, like I said, more responsibility, more leadership role at work. You might be, taking on a managerial position at work. I'm trying to think what else wants to come through. Overall, though, it really does relate to this Knight of Pentacles, because there's something that is being built in the material world to bring you more stability. Fours are about stability. Fours are about foundation. So the work that you're doing right now for some of you is really solidifying your foundation for the future, okay? Action or advice card is the Five of Cups. And this card is always about loss, disappointment, disillusionment. However, there's still 2 cups here. And so kind of as I was mentioning before in the channeled message, you have to let go of the past. What's done is done. Don't cry over spilt milk. As hard as that is to do, it's possible. You have to focus on the good. You have to focus on what you still have, especially when it comes to your divine counterpart, your other self. If you're not in union right now, if you're not in, communication right now, if they're moving on with their life with someone else, take time to grieve, but also recognize and accept that this is not the time to be together, and to really put your energy and focus on you. Do you. Bring yourself joy, whichever way that you can, and bring yourself into a space of empowerment and healing, whichever way that you can at this time, okay? And with the King of Rods in the final position, wow, we got a lot of masculine energy in this reading. But with the King of Rods in the final position, this is about passion. This is about, inspiration. It's about being on your purpose. It could be related to a fire sign, so that's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, especially because we just had this Sagittarius full moon. But what I would say with this energy is rods are about the springtime. So sometimes spring or summer. So if you're in separation currently and not speaking at all to your divine counterpart, the next few months, especially by like sometime around August, between now and August, that could absolutely change. What I love about the rods, it's kind of like passion reignited. And so that energy of the summer, of the brightness of the sun, really does bring out joy, happiness, abundance. It's a beautiful time. It's always my favorite time of the year. And so for those who are looking for union right now, do your healing work, do your forgiveness work, release the past. Remember, your book is unwritten. Today is a new day. Today's a blank page. Be a conscious, deliberate creator. Focus on your own goals and passions, your own stability, your own standing in your power, being assertive, but keeping your heart open. And you will start to bring in and manifest the reignited passion for your divine counterpart. They'll feel it in their energy. And that's a really, really hopeful sign. The King of Rods, I would say, is like, and then at the bottom of the deck is the Star. So again, it's kind of like what I was told earlier. It's all possible. You just have to believe it. Wish come true. I'm getting late summer though. Late summer for many people. Late summer is going to be a big, especially like around the Lion's Gate, like the 888 portal. that's going to be a really big time for twins coming back into union. And, you know, just again, focus on the healing work, let go of what was gone, let go of what has been hurting your heart. Continue to focus on your own path, your own joy, your own empowerment, but your wish will come true. Believe in it. With the star being sort of at the bottom of the deck, if summer, late summer, August isn't a time where you get back into union, then it would be sometime early next year during Aquarius season, because the star is the Aquarius card, okay? All right, I hope this reading and channeled message helped. I'm sending everyone lots of love. Take care.